Oh, Julia, come in. I got it today, the book.
Did you, dear?
Yes.
Good.
It fascinates me. It's as though my own thoughts had been transformed by a mind enormously more powerful and vastly more systematic.
That's nice, dear. I brought some water for the coffee.
Julia, you'll have to read it, too.
You read it out loud, then you can explain it to me as you... Ah! Get out, you filthy brute!
What was that?
Oh, rat.
Huh?
I saw him stick his nose out of the wall. There's a hole down there.
Rats. In this room?
Well, they're all over. And the nasty thing is...
Don't go on.
Dearest, what's the matter?
Of all the horrors in the world, a rat. It's a nightmare.
Winston, you've gone quite pale.
I'm sorry, Julia. Don't pay any attention.
Darling, hold me close.
Just something in me that I can't help, Julia. Something unendurable.
It's all right. I'll stuff the hole with a bit of stocking. There. That'll keep the brute out.
Thanks.
Sir Winston, that picture on the wall, what is that place?
Oh, that's a church. Or at least it used to be. St. Clement's Day.
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement's. You owe me 3 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin.
Where did you hear that?
From my grandfather. He used to say it to me when I was a little girl. Someday I'll have to take that picture down and give it a good cleaning. We'll go on with the book. I'll fix the coffee.
And now he comes to doublethink, Julia. Oh, this part is absolutely... Julia.
Yes, my love. Just looking into the fireplace. Go on, dear. You read so well.
Yes. Applied to a party member, doublethink means a loyal willingness to believe that black is white when party discipline demands this. But it further means the ability to know that black is white and to forget that one has ever believed the contrary. Yes, that's exactly right, Julia. He makes me understand how. But what I don't understand is why.
Yes, dear, of course. Go on.
Thus, if human equality is to be forever averted, if power is to be retained indefinitely by the party, then the prevailing mental condition must be controlled insanity, which they regard as sanity. Now, here we reach the central secret that first led the masters of the party to the seizure of power. This motive really consists of... Julia, you awake?
Oh, shall I drop off?
Poor darling. Well, never mind. We'll let it go at that for this evening.
Oh, it's late. We should leave here soon.
No, not yet.
You do enjoy this place, don't you?
You've dozed. I've read a book. We've been alone. And it's been safe.
Ah, Winston.
You are the dead.
It was behind the picture. A telescreen.
It was behind the picture. Remain exactly where you are. Make no movement until you are ordered.
The house is surrounded.
The house is surrounded. And while we're on the subject, here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes a chopper to chop off your head.
Charrington.
Yes, Charrington. For the first time in your life, Winston, you can identify a member of the Fourth Police. Take the man first, comrade. Smith, W69. Take your hands down from your face. No faces covered in the cell.
If only the pain would stop. That's all you can wish, if pain that it would stop. When did they arrest me? How many days have they beaten me? But if I could save Julia by doubling my own pain, would I do it? They never turned the lights out. No darkness.
In here.
Oh, Brian. They've got you, too.
They got me a long time ago. But don't worry, Winston. You're in my keeping. For 7 years, I watched over you. I read your inner thoughts. I studied the sickness in your mind. Your insanity. Now, I shall save you. I shall make you perfect. I shall make you sane.
are listening to 1984, produced by the Theater Guild on the Air, presented by the United States Steel Corporation. You are listening to the Theater Guild on the Air, presented by the United States Steel Corporation. We pause now for station identification.
You're in tune to Orlando, WORZ, AM and FM.
And now the curtain rises on the third act of 1984, starring Richard Widmark, featuring Alan Hewitt, Marion Seldes, Kenneth Bankler.
In here, Appleforth. We'll wait in here.
Appleforth.
Ah, Smith, you too.
What are you in for?
It was an indiscretion, undoubtedly. But I couldn't help it, Winston. We're producing a definitive edition of the poems of Kipling, and I allowed the word God to remain at the end of a line. The rhyme was Rob.
Appleforth?
Yes?
You would come with me. Room 101.
Room 101?
Come along quietly.
No, not room 101, I beg you.
God, get this man out.
No, not me. Take Smith. He's the one that's against the party.
What is in room 101?
You know what is in room 101, Smith. Everyone knows. Think, and it will come to you. Winston. Wake up, Winston.
Huh? Oh, O'Brien.
Don't try to move. You are strapped down. We've taken you from your cell.
Is this your room 101?
No. You will be told if you go to room 101. Everyone is told. Now look above you, Winston. You see the dial?
Yes.
The numbers run up to 100. My hand controls the lever. If I move it, a wave of pain will flood your body. For example, this is 40. You will remember then that throughout our conversation, I have it in my power to inflict pain on you at any moment and to whatever degree I choose. Do you understand that? I enjoy talking to you, Winston. Your mind resembles my own, except that you happen to be mentally deranged.
No.
It is impossible to see reality, Winston, except by looking through the eyes of the party. That is the fact you must relearn. It is impossible to think except with the party.
How can you control the mind? Thought is involuntary.
Do you remember writing in your diary, freedom is the freedom to say that 2 and 2 make 4?
Yes.
I have one hand on the lever of the dial. Here is my other hand. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
And if the party says it is not 4, but 5, how many?
4.
The dial is at 55. How many fingers, Winston? At 60. How many fingers, Winston? No, that's no use. You're lying. You still think there are
5, anything you like. I'm dying to see 5. I'd see 5 if I could. Oh, stop the pain. Stop the pain.
That's that. You see now that it is, at any rate, possible. Here, this syringe in your arm will ease things. No doubt, as you lie there, you're wondering why we go to the trouble of interrogating you, since you believe we intend to destroy you.
Yes. Why bother to torture me?
Because it is intolerable to us that an erroneous thought should exist anywhere in the world. All persons whom we bring to this place are washed clean, Winston. The execution of their sentences is relatively unimportant. By the time we have finished with them, there is nothing left in them but sorrow for what they have done and love for Big Brother. It is touching to see how they love Big Brother. Ah, Winston, been sitting up?
Yes.
Good. You tried to walk?
Yes.
You're getting better. Well, before we resume today, you can, if you choose, ask me a few questions. Any question you like, it will be all right.
What have you done with Julia?
She betrayed you, Winston. Unreservedly. You would hardly recognize her if you saw her now. All her rebelliousness, her deceit, her folly, burned out.
You tortured her.
Next question.
Does Big Brother exist?
Of course he exists. The party exists. Big Brother is the embodiment of the party.
Does he exist in the same way that I exist?
You do not exist.
I was born, and I shall die. I have my own identity, my own, no other. I exist.
No importance. Now, the next stage in your reintegration is the stage of understanding. Do you remember Goldstein's book? You said it told you how, but it didn't tell you why.
You've read the book?
I wrote it. That is to say, I collaborated in writing it. No book is produced individually. But to return to this question of how and why. You have been learning how the party maintains itself in power. Now tell me, what is our motive? Why should we want power? Go on, speak.
You are ruling over us for what you believe is the good of...
That was stupid, Winston. I will tell you the answer to my question. The party seeks power entirely for its own sake. We are interested solely in power. Pure power. Power is not a means. It is an end. The object of persecution is persecution. The object of torture is torture. The object of power is power. Do you begin to understand me?
You can't do it. You can't succeed. You can't rule the world by fear and hatred and cruelty.
You are talking with a part of your brain that we have not cured.
Something will defeat you. Something, I don't know. Life. Maybe the spirit of man. Something.
Winston.
don't know.
How does one man assert absolute power over another? Think.
By making him suffer.
Exactly. By making him suffer. Obedience is not enough. Unless he is suffering, how can you be sure that he's obeying your will and not his own?
Somehow you will fail. There is some principle that you cannot overcome.
With pure power, we are omnipotent. Never forget that, Winston. Always and forever, we know the intoxication of power constantly increasing. Always and forever, the thrill of victory, the thrill of trampling over a victim who is helpless.
Winston, look. This is the golden country. Wake up, Winston.
Julia, it's you.
Of course. Wake up. Take my hand. I'm real. I'm alive.